Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. I'm Sir Nick, and this is the Road to the Masters.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Pheonix Open. It is called the People's Open. Enthusiastic crowds have been the norm. 700,000 fans expected through the turnstiles this week as we check the early leaderboard. So a superb round one for our featured golfer. Rarely do you see this kind of separation at the top after one round. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Sonoran Desert and always entertaining TPC Scottsdale, it's live second-round coverage of the WM Pheonix Open. It is known as the greatest show on grass, and it has lived up to that moniker through the first couple of rounds as we take a look at the Friday leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. His cushion is a full 4 shots as he gets set to tee off. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2. Nope, only one bunker on this opening hole, and that's it. So after the poor opening tee shot, his second at 1.
We talk so much about that dreaded long bunker shot, and that was played beautifully. I would take that any day of the week.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
A birdie putt, and we check in for the first time today with a man who's won 4 tournaments on the PGA Tour, Nota Begay.
And this is not the place to be. It's a really tough side hill putt. He's got to push it out to the right and then just let it drift back to the hole.
Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll remain 4 clear of the field. Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. The second hole at 442 yards of par 4 is tempting. If you're one of the longer hitters, you might want to challenge those 2 fairway bunkers on the right. If you carry those, you'll have another chance to make a 3. They call that position A. That's going to be right down the middle. No issues here. That is into the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Well, hammered that tee shot into the narrowest section of this fairway. Got a great chance to clip this iron shot and get it close.
Now, a very conservative approach shot. It's a safe side of the green, but as we can all attest, a long way from the hole.
Here we go.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
3 putts, a definite possibility here. This is a long look for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. 11 feet away. Oh, yes, a brilliant roll there. It's birdie here at number 2. And he'll move to 11 under par. That finished off for par here at the second. And he'll stay at 11 under par. Now on to the third. First par 5 on the course here at TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah, the length of the hole hasn't really changed. It used to be 2 fairway bunkers down the left. Now there's only 1. Still a hazard that runs down the right side. A strategic hold if you can't make this par 5 and 2 in a brand new green that has been completely changed. Excellent tee shot. Now it's decision time, whether to go for this par 5 and 2 or not.
PGA Tour moves back to California next week. We'll be at Hogan's Alley in Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles for the Genesis Invitational. Frank, we go from hysteria to history.
Oh, you do, yeah. Humphrey Bogart's tree on the left side of the 12th hole is still there, and it's still a feature. A huge sycamore tree there kicks the odd ball away from the green. It's good. The whole golf course is in a sort of a bowl, so you get these swirling winds. I know they've tried to renovate the golf course over the last few years. It's actually made the fairways a little wider, but another straight-up test. I mean, the West Coast swing, you really have to bring your game.
Yeah, sensational shot here, on and two on the par 5, and Frank, a good look at eagle.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Rich. Two good shots into this par 5 and a chance to be more than well rewarded.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Eight-foot putt here.
Oh, boy, you hate to give one back on a putt like that.
Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he gets it to 12 under par. That one in for a bogey here at the 3rd. And fortunately, the lead's still a comfortable one at a full 4 shots. Here now at the par 3 4th. Frank, what's the setup here?
Plays a little downhill, so it won't play its full 180 yards. Perhaps take one club off the decision off the tee. The green, as you can see now, is a little wider than what it was deep. The bunkering, though, is certainly excellent there. A little pop bunker on the right side. One there if you come up a little short. And there's another one on the left side should you pull your tee shot.
Okay, that one pin high off to the right, and a reasonable look at birdie coming up. Oh, this could be good. Okay, a good shot and a putt for birdie here at number 4. You betcha. What a roll there. That is in for a birdie. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. It'll hold tight at minus 13. Well, Frank, now at the 5th hole, the par 4, the challenge stiffens just a bit.
Yeah, the longest par 4, obviously in the start of this golf course, around the 470-yard mark. 2 bunkers down the right have been changed to 1, but it's in the perfect position now. Of course, that new tee added to add a little bit of length to this hole. The green still remains relatively similar to what it used to be.
And that is dead center right down the middle here to start the hole. And that ball going to land in the bunker, but fortunately it doesn't appear to have plugged. Second shot upcoming, down to Noda.
Success out of the bunker at the 5th is very difficult. Got to really be concerned about the lip, but you also got to be able to cover the wash cutting across the fairway.
That's a really good shot out of the fairway bunker. A chance to make a birdie.
Now Noda his second from the fairway.
He's got 117 yards to the front, 149 to the hole, pin sitting back right.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
This one should cut pretty hard to his left. It's for birdie.
Oh, no. Just appeared to be befuddled by the break there.
18-footer.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll remain right where he is. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll stay right where he is.
Par 4 6th, and Frank, a couple of options here.
Yeah, a hole that bends to the left. A draw is the preferred shot off the tee. The longer hitters will have a big advantage. They'll be able to get it down there and just have a pitch or a short wedge into this. If you're not, well, that long, then you're going to have to lay it back short of those bunkers. That's going to leave a lengthy second shot.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. This started toward the left side. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. From the rough into the bunker or the frying pan into the fire, sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves.
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Shouldn't be much in this for birdie.
Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6.
And he's got it to 14 under par.
Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And fortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done.
On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed. Still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive and that green starts to widen.
Okay, safely aboard.
No, that is into the larger of the 2 bunkers around this 7th green.
And that will work its way just off the green and set up a shot from the fringe. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And it's a very makeable one. There's not really a great deal of break or slope to discuss. Start it on a good line and it's nothing but cup.
Nah, the pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he moves to 15 under.
That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And he's going to fall to 15 under.
Frank, the par 4 8th, this is a good hole.
It is a dog leg to the left, forces the player to go out the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green. Otherwise, that ball is going to run towards the front.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Fairway at the 8 slopes dramatically from right to left. Ball sitting in the right portion of this fairway. Wants to go right to left, but the green calls for a left to right shot. Let's see what happens.
So, after the fortunate kick, his second to the par 4.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
From about 8 feet.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit.
Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle.
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie. That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
That pin in the front right quadrant of the green today as he stares down his second.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Oh man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. Chance now for another birdie. Oh, never in doubt. What a great putt that is. It's a birdie here at the 9th, and that will mean it's an even par score of 35 on this front side. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th, and that will mean it's an even par score of 35 on this front side. This 10th hole is really all about strategy and good decision making. It's a hard dogleg to the right and have a couple of options. You can cut the corner with a driver, but then you're contending with a small bunker and some trees if you miss-hit it. Or you can go with a fairway wood, but if you're offline, well, then you bring the bunkers on both sides into play.
Oh, that's a great tee shot. I know it doesn't count as a fairway hit, but when you're that far down there, the first cut is absolutely fine.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Tee shot found the fairway left. Now this, his second to the par 4.
What a way to start the back nine. That is a tremendous iron shot.
So now from that first cut, his second to the par 4.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Oh, I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday.
Moving on to the 11th hole, Frank, water all along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, this one's weird because the tees are a little off-center. They start down the right side, which makes it into a dogleg. And you mentioned the water. It always comes into play. And there are 0 fairway bunkers. You don't need them here at 11 because really it's all about the tee shot. Find the fairway. Then even though it's a long par 4, you should be able to at least attack that green safely. Miss the fairway to the right, which is the barrel outside, and your problems are just starting. Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see.
That's a good shot. And more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
107 yards to the front, 117 to the hole, sitting in the front left hole location. With the sand wedge. And boy, does this look good.
Oh, just a beautiful performance. And this round looks like it's going to get even better. Just a beautiful iron shot. The sound off that club face.
Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. A 4-footer here for birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And he's got it to -18. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. From the Sonoran Desert and always entertaining TPC Scottsdale, it's live second round coverage of the WM Pheonix Open. It is known as the greatest show on grass, and it has lived up to that moniker through the first couple of rounds as we take a look at the Friday leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. We'll get into the action here on the tee at the par 3 12th. Okay, front left portion of the green and an outside look at birdie from there. Okay, that one's dancing. Got to at least try to cozy it in that 3-foot circle. This for birdie. This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Oh, what a putt right there. The speed was spot on, but it's just a fraction offline or that would have gone in. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, even though this is a longer putt, it's very makeable. Mostly flat overall, maybe just a slight break to the right, but not very much.
That's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. That one safely in, and it's a par here at 12. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Next up, the 558-yard par 5 13th. Great driving hole featuring water and desert on the right, mature mesquite trees and a big bunker on the left. Drive the ball between that trouble, and the green is definitely reachable in two. This is a good scoring hole.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Yeah, that's going to be into that desert zone in between the 6th and 13th. Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result.
Sit down.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. And this third shot, it's about 125 yards, Frank.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Let's bring in Abducted the third for a look at birdie.
And these are the putts he hasn't been able to do much with all day. This doesn't have a whole lot of movement to it, and he could surely use it.
"13 feet away. Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. He's going to maintain that substantial lead.
Par 4 14th, Frank, it seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take two good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And of course, that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
Gonna work this up that left-hand side. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. PGA Tour moves back to California next week. We'll be at Hogan's Alley in Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles for the Genesis Invitational. Frank, we go from hysteria to history.
Oh, you do, yeah. Humphrey Bogart's tree on the left side of the 12th hole. Still there, and it's still a feature. A huge sycamore tree there that kicks the odd ball away from the green. It's good. The whole golf course is in a sort of a bowl, so you get these swirling winds. I know they've tried to renovate the golf course over the last few years. It's actually made the fairways a little wider, but another straight up test. I mean, the West Coast swing, you really have to bring your game.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Chance now for another birdie. Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay at 20 under.
Great scoring opportunity here at the par 5 15th, but Frank, I'm wondering, as a player, is your mind beginning to think about what's ahead at that par 3 16th hole?
Oh, they are. This is really the finishing stretch at TPC Scottsdale, where you get all these swing holes. 15 is a swing hole. 16, 17, and 18, where so many changes in the score can actually happen. But this one here is all about finding the fairway. A good drive down here will be well rewarded because you'll have a chance to reach this par 5 and 2.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Okay, that's going to come to rest in the rough as that rolled all the way through this long 15th green, but it is safely on that island.
Awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker.
3 or 4 outs.
Boy, you hate to give one back on a putt like that. Now this for another birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And he moves to 21 under par. Okay, so problems at the par 5, as that's in for a 7. And fortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. This is absolutely one of the coolest holes in golf. This is a little bit like dropping Fenway Park into the desert, trading a baseball bat for a golf club. And it is bottom of the 9th, bases loaded, tie game, World Series rowdy. I mean, there is nothing like it in golf.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Yeah, that's a really good shot. Not easy with that many eyes on you, but that is inside of 10 feet. Well done. Tip the cap and enjoy the walk. That is on the dance floor, but a long ways away, and that will not generate a whole lot of excitement up there in the box seats.
That's what you want to do. Good line.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
10-foot putt left.
Everything going right now at a 4th consecutive birdie. And that means he'll get it to 22 under par. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll stay at 22 under.
Now to the 17th. And Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par 4s in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4.
That one looking a little right. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Got it there, but not quite on target. Oh man, absolutely can do no wrong. Dial in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he's going to stay at minus 24. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the church pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway. tee shot. Oh, that one's starting left, and it is not moving. And that is not even going to get to the bunker. It's in the water here at 18. Okay, so the drop taken, and that will set up what's going to be his third now to this par 4. Second shot, good look at the green. Maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par. Just too tough to control out of the sand. That one unable to hold the green. It'll run off into the short stuff.
All the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
This is where the game becomes so cool sometimes. So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. So will this be the week that our featured golfer claims that first ever title? Frank, it's looking promising through 36 holes.
It is, and to just make that final leap to become a winner on the PGA.
That means that looked in the whole way. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for his par here at 18. And that will write an end to the round here today. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And it's going to be a rare dropped shot. So a final look at the leaderboard, and this has just been a runaway so far. Our featured golfer miles in front with 18 left to play.
47
I've
under.
been watching for a while, Rich, and I haven't seen touch that good for quite a while.
Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that's going to wrap up our 18 holes
Only
of
won by
golf.
40 shots.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And fortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done.
33 shots
So
I won
just
by.
a terrific tournament for our featured player, Frank, and it yields a 4th career victory.
No,
That's
20.
impressive.
And we're starting to look at them through a
Yeah,
totally
minus
different
20. They're allowed
lens
to
now,
score
Rich. We know
minus
they've
20,
got
but they
enough.
don't do it.
I remember Nick Price once saying he used to use the average of 5 career wins for every major championship. So they're knocking on the door.
So that should just about do it for all of us at EA
Yeah,
Sports.
it's pretty
Thanks for
close on
spending
the
some
first
time with
round.
us
You're about 3 or
on
4
the road
ahead.
to the Masters.
And then you just pull away from them and they can't cope with it. Right, that's another award, isn't it? Pheonix Open. Genesis Invitation. You have to qualify for the Genesis Invitational. That's Tiger Woods without Tiger Woods. Yeah. Awards. Three more awards, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's 775 for winning. Another 700. Another chapter finished. Another 700. Right. Yeah, that's good. Plenty of that, please.